When I'm getting ready for a race, there's a lot to prepare for. I have enough to worry about, but I never worry about my oil. My sled's ready. Is yours?
Sledhead 24/7 is brought to you by AMSOIL, the first in synthetics. By Arctic Cat, share our passion. Loctite, the professional's choice. And by Polaris, terrain domination.
Welcome back to Sledhead 24/7. I'm Misha Johnson, and right now we are headed off to a classic snowmobile getaway. I'm, of course, talking about the AMSOIL Eagle River Extravaganza, where we've got an all-access pass to our Tour de Force, one of the greatest snowmobile races around. You ready? Let's go.
It happens on the ice, and sleds are racing. 2 words best sum it up: Eagle River.
We're at the AMSOIL World Championship Snowmobile Derby. This is going to be absolutely fantastic. Check out the track. We've got snowcross going on here. We've got the ice ovals going on out here. We might even get a chance to hit that track and give you a little different perspective than what you've ever had before, so stay tuned.
Big crowds gather to check out this one-of-a-kind ice racing show. For close to half a century, this giant snowmobile extravaganza has been staged in this tiny Wisconsin town. Welcome to the AMSOIL World Championship Snowmobile Derby, providing thrills, spills, and chills.
Definitely fun and definitely worth your time and money.
Fastest sleds on ice, we got snowcross, we got world championships in all kinds of classes, 100 miles an hour into turn 1, lots of hot action.
On this January weekend, Eagle River is a place frozen in time. You see, Eagle River is also home to the Snowmobile Hall of Fame. Plenty of snow-covered history. Back in the 1960s, the Eagle River Extravaganza was dreamed up. It all began on a lake near the Chanticleer Inn. No one could have anticipated just how big the event would be.
And all of a sudden in '64, we have the Snowmobile Derby on Dollar Lake, and all kinds of people came. Had no idea that it would be this big. I think we had 120 entries. They thought maybe 15, 20 people would show up. There were hundreds of people. The next year it was bigger.
There was so many people on the lake, the ice was cracking, and it's grown ever since. We're in our 48th year coming up now. Within 2 years, it had grown beyond the ability of 2 people to handle it.
Today, Eagle River features the best ice racing on the planet. These are modified sleds, tricked out to the max, sleek and fast on the ice, specially designed and built for speed, not comfort.
But these things are like a train on tracks. It's like they're glued to the ice.
There's a class for every race and racer, from new sled to old, just about any make and model. This year, a new angle, as the folks who report on the races took part in a race. Sledhead 24/7's Paul Mack took his game to the track. Mack's a former racer who knows how to grab a handful of throttle.
This year, we have the Driver Development School of Ice Oval Racing. What's that going to do is going to give us an opportunity to once again get our helmets on, get on the track, and they're going to teach us how to race and hopefully win on the world-famous AMSOIL Championship Eagle River Derby track.
So right now, Sledhead 24/7's got the 1 and 2. Woody's Media Pier Stock race. 09, that's Paul Mack out in front. Fleischhacker's running in the number 2 spot. Your winner, Paul Mack.
Mackman easily put the rest of the media back in the pack. First place by a mile.
Got the hardware, baby. Sledhead 24/7, number 1 and number 2.
Congrats to Sledhead 24/7. But now it's time for the real show. The reason we all came. Friday Night Thunder. The coolest racers around continued a half-century tradition at the AMSOIL Championship Derby.
What did I tell you? Some of the best racing around and some of my favorite memories took place there. Well, all right, you guys, that's all the time we have for this episode of Sledhead 24/7. So make sure to visit us online at sledhead24-7.com or isocracing.com. I'm Misha Johnson. You can always visit me on Facebook. And as I say in Swedish, kör försiktigt kompisar, which means you better know what that means. Do you know what that means? All right, drive safe, friends. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.
Next week on Sledhead 24/7, check out the Skidoo Free Ride. What do our test riders like about this sled? And it's a trip in the time tunnel as we tag along for a vintage ride with some cat lovers. It's like nothing you've ever seen. And we'll meet the next generation of rider on the track at ERX Park in Minnesota. See you next week on Sledhead 24/7.